So you want to start a garden? Why is he squatted down in the middle of a snowbank next to a bunch of hay? After 50 years of playing in the dirt, I've unlocked the secret to the easiest way to grow a garden. Wish I would have known this 50 years ago. Come along, we'll talk about what happened this week, and I'll give you the secret. You can grow more food than you can imagine. Where the hardest work is going to be harvest. And I will get to that secret here shortly. But if you remember where we left off in the last episode, we were just buttoning up these cold frames. Let's take a look, see how they fared. Now it's 11 degrees. Feels like minus 17. We got a couple more hours of this. Cold frames are doing well. I guess we won't be planting anything today. I'm gonna head to the house and get a little coffee. You can do this too. With a little snow covering the cold frame, we ought to be insulated just fine. With the extra support we added, the snow isn't caving it in. We'll know in a day or two. Well, it's warmed up to a whopping 10 degrees. It's only minus 20 right now in a wind chill. By pulling that plastic tight, adding a little extra support, seems to be holding. We're not gonna look under there until it warms up a bit. With that blowing snow, 3 inches, well, except where it drifted up. You ready to start a garden? I've cracked the code to healthy soil. After 50 years of playing in the dirt, I finally unraveled the mystery. You know, it really doesn't matter what zone you're in. What you need to look at is your first frost date and your last frost date. And the secret I'm going to share with you will allow you to either extend your growing season, start your growing season earlier, or grow all year round. It hasn't been above 10 degrees for the last couple days. And right now, it's almost 20 degrees. It's not too bad out here right now. Still just a little too chilly to open things up right now. While we're waiting for it to warm up, that'll probably be tomorrow. I did want to tell you, we're celebrating our 5th anniversary here in this garden. 5th anniversary on YouTube, and I want to thank you. Closing in on 16 million views, closing in on 61,000 subscribers. I just thought folks might be interested in what I found out. You know, and I wasn't even looking for this secret. I just wanted to find a way that I didn't have to weed anymore. And over the last 5 years, I've been documenting this garden as we've expanded and as we prove this out. You can go back through for free and look at everything that we've done. We've done it in a progression so you can follow along. But if you want it all in one spot, I did write a book to celebrate the 5 years of the deep mulch, mixed mulch method. And this gives you the secret. The secret is the life in the soil. It's not about fertilizer. It's not about chemicals. It's about feeding the life in the soil. The life in the soil feeds your plants, and your plants feed you. So the better your soil is, the better your plants are. The better your plants are, the better your harvest is. Like I keep saying, the hardest work you're ever going to do in a deep mulch garden is harvest. Yes, you have to gather some mulch, and you have to lay it out. When you get out of hand like me, you can start growing your garden as big as this is. It takes a little while, but you work at it a little bit each day, and you'll get her done. But if you want all this information in one spot, I've got a link in the description box below where you can order one. You wouldn't hurt my feelings. After 5 years out here, I think I proved it out. I wish I would have known this 50 years ago. I wouldn't have had to spend all that time hoeing and weeding. I could have enjoyed the garden, had fun. It was still 18 degrees this morning, but it finally got above freezing. Let's open these up and give them a little sun. We'll see how well the cold frames handled the cold. Perfect snowball snow. The spinach, the beets, the radishes, the lettuce. They didn't even know it got cold. Now that we know this one's okay, let's go ahead and take a look underneath the other plastic. While I'm heading over there, Let's go on down to Zone 8, take a look at Mike and Linda's garden. They've got a beautiful little teepee style greenhouse that they're starting their seeds in. Yeah, they're in a zone that's a little warmer than we are. They got a jump on us. Makes me want to plant. Mike, Linda, this is awesome. Your garden's going to be wonderful. We're going to go ahead and cover these back up again tonight. It's going to get down to 20 again tonight. But by Wednesday, it's going to be 70 degrees. By pulling it tight, we were able to keep the sag out of it mostly. We do have one little pool of water, but that didn't sag enough. I don't believe it's crushing anything on the ground. We got cabbage. And our Swiss chard came through just fine. I had a viewer ask what was under the red tub. What do you think? The Swiss chard did just fine. Putting a little extra mulch around the edge so it doesn't freeze. Keeps that ground warm. This is a volunteer from last winter's Swiss chard. It's doing great. We've been eating off of this one all winter long. It's really tight to the ground, but it's still doing good. Looks like we've got just a little bit of water right in the center here, but it didn't sag it on down. It's not hurting anything. Don't get in a hurry pulling your plastic. You don't want to damage anything right here at the last minute. I said the snow helps your cold frame. It not only helps hold it in place, but it also puts another layer of insulation on top. But it is kind of heavy. The beets, the carrots, the cilantro, the cabbage. The lettuce. Even the Brussels sprouts we planted the other day. Everything fared just fine. And we had a few nights where it was definitely below zero, wind chill minus 25. So all of these methods will allow you to grow year-round, I think all the way to zone 5. But like I say, the zones really don't make that much difference. You gotta know when your first frost date is and your last frost date. And then of course your local weather. Zones go all the way across the United States, but different areas definitely experience winter in a different way. This year, we've had snow 4 or 5 times. This is the coldest it's gotten. We may get another one before it's all over, but we're going to have another week of really beautiful weather, and I'll be out here putting more mulch down. We're going to be planting. I wish I would have known 50 years ago that the secret to this kind of gardening was this easy. You just put mulch down. I keep getting asked about what kind of leaves. Everything on top breaks down naturally. It really doesn't matter. Like I say, if you want to find out everything I learned in one concise spot, I believe it'd be worth your time. Buy one of my books. And until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.